Hello everyone. It's James again. And today I wanted to make a short video. I'm in the middle of working on videos regarding the young man that escaped from being held captive in his family home for nearly 2 decades. Allegedly at the hands of his stepmother. And I say allegedly, as she is pleading not guilty. But it's not looking good for her. At least from what I can see with my little cartoon eyes. But I want to talk about this young man's healing. And how the people actually think. The sick people that would actually do this to another human being. All things that are important to talk about. And I also wanted to talk about the young woman that brought her friends to Mexico and they beat her on camera. And still there is questions on how this woman lost her life. But there appears to be some possible new information that I want to dive into and see if there is anything worth talking about. Because that case is so important to me. Because I was on the receiving end. Years ago. I believe at the hands of an envious narcissist friend. That I believe had me lured and beaten up by several guys. And then later he played concerned. And it's something I've talked about before. And those of you that know there were very valid reasons why I believe I was set up and lured to be attacked. And these stories are so important. Because they keep happening in society. And it made me think about something as I came across this news story today. Where a man that is an anesthesiologist in Hawaii was on what appeared to be a hiking trail of some sorts in Hawaii with his wife. Apparently she didn't want to take pictures. He then got mad and tried to push her down or off a cliff or part of the trail of some sort. And he hit her several times in the head with a rock. It was also reported he tried to jab her several times with a syringe. You can't make this stuff up. You just can't. And I will put a link for the news story below. But here's the thing. I do believe this was him raging out and he was keeping his narcissistic rage bottled up and it just came out. But furthermore than that, I think he had been planning this for a long time. You see, this thing I was thinking about regarding these narcissists. I think no matter they are a low-level narcissist or a psychopathic one. I think all of them have thought about seriously. And I do mean seriously ending your life. They've thought about it at least once. And the reality is in most cases. Things are not practically there for them to carry out such an evil deed. So a great many might not do it. But a great many might attempt and try. You see, these narcissists have drunk their own Kool-Aid and believe they can get away with anything. Has this man that is an anesthesiologist offed a patient? And successfully blamed it as something else? Who knows? But it would be something like that. That would make him feel empowered he can now get away with anything. Because all he has to do is say this and do that. And he will be believed as always. You see. These narcissists, no matter they be a man or woman, slither their way through society making sure people believe their BS. And even when people don't, they still might think they got one over and were successful charming this person or that person. Which allows them to take risks and to do things that aren't so pro-social. Things that are dangerous to and for other human beings. If you couple that with envy and narcissistic rage, then you have a very dangerous person. This is why I have said for more than a decade now. Your life literally depends on what you do if you are in a relationship or friendship with one of these people. One of my subscribers mentioned they are now traveling a bit differently after watching some of my videos on this subject. Because I believe most people have a friend or someone that they suspect is a narcissist. And maybe you might have low contact with this person. Or you hang out with them sometimes. But if you are about ready to go on a trip with this person, even if nothing happens, please know what is going through their mind. And what is going through their mind is a way for you to accidentally hurt yourself. Again, nothing might happen at all. But I wouldn't take the chance. And if you are dating or married to such a person, even walking a simple trail with them is dangerous. Because please know, every one of these monsters has thought about ending your life. Well, that's all I have for today. I will be getting to the comments soon. I see you all there and thank you all for your support. I do appreciate you. With that said, I do hope your day is blessed. And until next time, bye for now. And be good to yourself.